Imagine walking into a church made of solid gold, or standing beneath a temple that took centuries to complete. These aren't just places of worship. They're architectural marvels, worth billions. From ancient wonders hidden in jungles to futuristic megastructures, today we're diving into the world's most expensive churches ever built. The stories behind them? Mind-blowing. The price tags? Unbelievable. So, are you ready to explore these awe-inspiring monuments of faith and fortune? Let's get started. Masjid Al-Haram. Alright, let's start big. And by big I mean the biggest Masjid Al-Haram in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Imagine a place so grand, so massive, that it holds the title of the most expensive religious structure in the world, not just by a little, by a jaw-dropping $100 billion. This isn't just any mosque, it's the holiest site in Islam surrounding the Kaaba, where millions of Muslims from around the globe gather for Hajj and Umrah every year. But here's the crazy part. Masjid Al-Haram is in a constant state of expansion. It's like an ever-growing masterpiece with marble flooring, gold-plated details, high-tech cooling systems, and an interior that screams luxury. And let's talk about the logistics. The mosque can accommodate over 2.5 million worshippers at once. That's like filling up multiple stadiums at the same time. The infrastructure alone is mind-blowing. Escalators, tunnels, massive prayer halls, and the world's largest sound system to ensure every call to prayer is heard crystal clear. With each expansion, the cost keeps skyrocketing, making it the most financially ambitious religious project in history. But when faith, history, and architecture collide, you get a place that's literally priceless. Would you visit this masterpiece if given the chance? Harmandir Sahib. Now imagine walking into a temple where everything glows, not because of fancy lights but because it's covered in pure gold. That's Harmandir Sahib, or as most people know it, the Golden Temple of Amritsar, India. This isn't just an ordinary religious site, it's a symbol of equality and peace. The temple's foundation was laid over 400 years ago, but here's what makes it mind-blowing today. It's coated in 750 kilograms of 24-karat gold. That's nearly a ton of gold, covering the domes, walls, and railings, making it one of the most valuable religious places on the planet. But there's more. The temple is surrounded by a holy pool, known as the Amrit Sarovar, where pilgrims take a dip, believing the waters have healing properties. The reflection of the temple on the water? Absolutely breathtaking. And here's something truly special. Inside, continuous prayer and music fill the air 24/7. But the best part? The Golden Temple operates the largest free community kitchen in the world, serving over 100,000 meals every single day, to anyone, regardless of religion, background, or status. A temple made of gold is impressive, but a place that feeds millions for free? That's priceless. Shwedagon Pagoda. Alright, picture this. A 99-meter-tall pagoda, completely covered in gold, standing proudly in the heart of Yangon, Myanmar. Now add thousands of diamonds and rubies shimmering in the sunlight. That's Shwedagon Pagoda, a temple so magnificent it's valued at an estimated $3 billion. This isn't just a Buddhist temple, it's the most sacred one in Myanmar. Legend says it holds 8 strands of Buddha's hair, making it a place of immense spiritual significance. But let's talk about the gold, because trust me, this isn't just a gold-plated temple. It's covered in solid gold sheets, each donated by devotees over centuries. Some say 60 tons of pure gold are layered onto its surface, and the cherry on top? A 76-carat diamond sits right at the tip of the pagoda's spire, sparkling like a beacon of faith. At sunrise and sunset, this temple turns into a golden fireball, reflecting the sky's colors in a surreal glow. It's almost hypnotizing. Monks, worshippers, and tourists alike gather here, walking barefoot around its base, feeling the sacred energy radiating from its golden walls. But here's the most jaw-dropping fact. No one truly knows how old this temple is. Some believe it's over 2,500 years old, making it one of the oldest and most valuable religious monuments ever built. Would you dare to climb its steps and witness this golden wonder in person? Notre Dame. Now let's take a trip to Paris. A city of love, art, and one of the most expensive cathedrals in the world. Notre Dame, standing tall since 1163, is more than just a church. It's a living piece of history. But did you know that after the devastating 2019 fire, it became even more valuable? Over $1 billion was donated from around the world to rebuild it. Notre Dame is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture, with its towering spires, haunting gargoyles, and massive stained glass windows. Stepping inside feels like traveling back in time, with sunlight filtering through the famous rose window, casting colorful reflections on the stone walls. But let's talk about that fire. When flames engulfed the cathedral, people stood in tears, fearing they had lost this 800-year-old wonder forever. The iconic wooden spire collapsed, and for a moment, it seemed like Notre Dame would never rise again. But then, something incredible happened. The world came together. Donations flooded in, with billionaires, artists, and even everyday people contributing to its resurrection. And here's the twist. Because of the restoration, Notre Dame will be more advanced than ever, using cutting-edge technology to protect it for future generations. A tragedy turned into a triumph. When it officially reopens, will you be there to witness its second birth? St. Peter's Basilica. Now, if we're talking about churches that define luxury and power, there's no way we're skipping St. Peter's Basilica, the heart of the Vatican City, and the most important Catholic church in the world. But here's the crazy part, you can't even put a price on this place. Some estimate its value at billions, but with its history, treasures, and artistic masterpieces, it's literally priceless. Let's start with the size. This isn't just a church, it's a city within a city. The dome, designed by Michelangelo himself, the interior, packed with sculptures, paintings, and mosaics that could belong in the world's most prestigious museums. And let's not forget St. Peter's tomb, which sits right below the grand altar, making this place a pilgrimage site for millions. Then, there's the sheer amount of gold. From the ceilings to the altars, everything is gilded and adorned with lavish details. The Vatican doesn't hold back when it comes to grandeur. And the artwork? Raphael, Bernini, Michelangelo, the greatest artists in history, poured their genius into this building. Oh, and if you ever visit, prepare for one of the most breathtaking views of Rome from the top of the dome. Just be ready to climb 551 steps to get there. But trust me, the view is divine. Now tell me, if you had the chance to step into this legendary church, what's the first thing you'd do? La Sagrada Familia. Alright, picture this, a church so grand, so mind-bogglingly detailed that it's been under construction for more than 140 years, and it's still not finished. Welcome to La Sagrada Familia, the masterpiece of Antoni Gaudi, rising like a fairy tale castle in the heart of Barcelona, Spain. This isn't just a church, it's a work of art in motion. Every inch of it is filled with intricate sculptures, twisting towers, and mind-blowing stained glass that floods the interior with rainbow light. But here's the kicker. It's estimated to be worth $1 billion, and by the time it's completed, that number will be even higher. So why is it taking so long to finish? Well, Gaudi's vision was so complex and ahead of its time that modern architects are still trying to figure it out. Even today, high-tech construction methods and AI are being used to complete what Gaudi started in 1883. But here's the wildest part. It's set to be finished by 2026, exactly 100 years after Gaudi's death. Talk about a full-circle moment. Stepping inside feels like walking into a dream. Towering columns stretch like trees, and the ceiling looks like a starry sky frozen in stone. It's unlike any church in the world. Would you wait another decade to see it fully completed, or would you visit now and witness history in the making? Angkor Wat. Alright, imagine stumbling upon a hidden kingdom swallowed by the jungle where ancient stone towers stretch toward the sky. That's Angkor Wat, Cambodia's greatest treasure and one of the largest religious monuments on Earth. Built in the 12th century, this temple complex is not just breathtaking, it's estimated to be worth billions. Originally constructed as a Hindu temple, Angkor Wat later became a Buddhist sanctuary, blending two great civilizations into one mystical masterpiece. But here's the wild part. This isn't just one temple, it's a massive city covering over 400 acres. Inside, you'll find intricately carved walls, massive stone faces staring into eternity, and corridors that seem to go on forever. But what really makes Angkor Wat priceless is its mystery. Scientists are still uncovering hidden chambers, underground tunnels, and evidence that this site once housed over 1 million people. Some even believe it could have been the largest pre-industrial city in the world. And here's something truly mind-blowing. Unlike other ancient wonders, Angkor Wat has been in continuous use for nearly 900 years. Through wars, invasions, and time itself, it has stood strong, guarding its secrets. If you had the chance to explore this ancient jungle empire, would you go during sunrise when the temple turns into a golden mirage? Temple of Solomon. Now what if I told you someone rebuilt one of the most legendary temples in history, but modernized it? Welcome to the Temple of Solomon in São Paulo, Brazil, a massive $300 million project that brings ancient biblical architecture into the 21st century. This isn't just a church, it's a faith-powered megastructure. Built by the Universal Church of the Kingdom of God, this temple is an exact replica of the original Temple of Solomon from the Bible. But here's where it gets even crazier. They didn't just copy the design, they imported massive stone blocks from Israel to make it as authentic as possible. Standing at 180 feet tall, it's twice the height of the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio. And stepping inside, it feels like walking into an ancient world. Massive golden menorahs, towering columns, and a main sanctuary that can hold over 10,000 worshippers at once. But what truly makes this temple one of the most expensive religious buildings ever is its attention to detail. Every element is designed to recreate the power and grandeur of biblical times, from the giant wooden doors to the hand-painted ceilings. It's a blend of history, faith, and modern engineering like no other. If you had the chance to visit a real-life recreation of one of the Bible's greatest lost wonders, would you step inside? And there you have it. The world's most expensive and breathtaking churches ever built. These aren't just places of worship, they're timeless masterpieces of art, history, and faith. Which one amazed you the most? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to DwellScape for more awe-inspiring architecture content. See you next time.